Good evening, it's B flat. If you happen to stumble upon my terminology um, video for the laws propagation of light, um, very long, probably amusing. You could understand my tone and probably not the best bit of information to pass on forward. But understanding the laws is important in understanding what I'm conveying now. I also did a video on gradients, so understanding a gradient is important as well. The third law, Snell's law, the law of refraction. We have, again, a community that wants us to consider an atmospheric refraction. And as Snell's law doesn't seem to apply because we don't have a solid interface, a solid boundary between all of the little molecules, at the atomic level, as an individual had pointed out. I refer to that individual as Dave. We will take a look at what the calculus or the mathematical formulas should look like if you are deriving a formula for Snell's law, in which you must account for what is the interface. So let's replace the interface by a vertical gradient. This here is a color gradient orientated in a vertical fashion for visual purposes only, but we have a less dense to a more dense transition, so we do have an orientation of a gradient. We have, again, just like in Snell's law, a normal. This one, the normal passes through the point of overall refraction, but as we do not have a specific point, instead we have a gradient, a vertical gradient. I have referenced a normal here, a normal here. This dimension line, which I've just applied text, indicates the normal of, or the alignment of the gradient with the normal. So in both situations we would have an incident ray. This is the incident ray. We would have the angle of the incidence to the normal. We would have this curved path of light, the mathematical representation of a curved path of light that supposedly exists everywhere, but requires a vertical gradient to produce the overall angle of refraction. This would be what a derivative of Snell's law, if we consider any aspect of the law of refraction, it would still need to, as I'm showing here, combine all of the attributes of the upper index of optical refraction and the lower index of optical refraction values, bridged by the progression of the gradient. Now, what we can understand from this demonstration is that a gradient, a vertical gradient, is fine. We can accept that one may exist. We don't know the duration, but we should actually know where light is coming from and where it ends up. And if that path is perpendicular to the normal of the gradient, we will not have any refraction. It's not to say that we don't have refraction horizontally. Okay, we have pockets of atmosphere across the surface of the Earth in which light can refract up or down in agreement with Snell's law without having a vertical gradient. It can pass into a pocket of air that need not have a vertical gradient. It may have a transitional, a distance over change that will produce a small path of curved light across that progression of change. Doesn't just enter a spot that's different. That spot needs to progress. The gradient for that particular spot would be rotated 90 degrees from this orientation. You would still need an angle of incidence. It would produce an angle of refraction. Light does not just curve through our atmosphere based on the speculation of people who are assuming a curved path of light everywhere. We have laws we have to abide by. And when you understand the laws and you understand the derivatives, you can tell someone who's trying to circumvent the laws where to go. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope this helps everybody. Thank you.